Alright, so we're like really far behind when it comes to this Beyblade trend, but I I wasn't like making reaction videos when this was popping like last year. There was like this whole section last year. It was like, oh, Beyblade is so crazy. It was like Baby Kia Reels. Y'all know who Baby Kia Reels is? Like the real aggressive nigga. I would do the voice, but it's too late at night. But it was Baby Kia Reels. Shit going down. Beyblade was never this serious. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So like we're a whole year behind all of that. But I wanted to hop on because Beyblade is like one of the two shows. Other than Ben 10, is Beyblade. Like I know of everything about. I've watched like every episode of Beyblade, Metal Beyblade. Beyblade Burst, that's not me. That's y'all. Y'all got that. Don't get mad at me. But today we're gonna watch the top 10 best Beyblade fights in history. Allegedly, we got some from the guy's name is the local W. Now it's gonna pop in right here. Why did it just start? It's gonna pop in right here, and already we got my least favorite character on the screen, Ben K. I might get into it if I see him again, but hopefully I won't have to.
Lose? Nah, I'd rip. The Beyblade Metal Saga is amazing, filled with many hyped moments throughout its run, and you'll
I'm definitely gonna know every battle on here. I guess I'll just give my analysis.
Today I will be discussing what I believe
we'll see if he gets it right.
Best fights in the Metal Saga Beyblade. This list was kind of
difficult.
Does he have
honorable
because
mentions?
I wanted to take into account fight choreography, storytelling, and one of the most.
There's like a community. They do like Beyblade. They do cartoon reactions, Beyblade and Ben 10 reactions. I've been on all of that for like a whole year actually, at least 6 months. Look, it's February, almost a year, at least 9 months. I've been on the wave. They've been reacting to Beyblade. I've been tapping it. There's a new dude like every month.
Most important factors is the fight raw. Does it move the needle, as they say? There are some fights that people would argue are iconic that are not
pretty fresh in my mind.
I felt that they were either setting up a plot line or just didn't hit me as hard as they do for others. But enough yapping for me. Let's get into the top 10 best fights in the Beyblade Metal Saga.
Number 10.
Starting the list off at the number 10 spot, I have
Julian
a fight I
the
believe
Shine.
that is extremely underrated, and that is Julian versus the Shine, the Fallen Emperor versus the Iron Wall. After losing to Jenga, getting violated by Damien, and then having
Julian's fall off is so heavily documented in the damn Beyblade community. Poor Julian, man. They like get mad at him. Like, I don't know what y'all wanted him to do. Like, he didn't get his whole shit bought off. I don't know how that worked, but Ziggurat like bought off everything. He was like, he was like owned by what's his face, Ziggurat now. All of his companies. I guess he kind of had to follow orders, and that was like friendship over business, and that's how they resolved all of that.
Every single one of his family's business taken over by his name spelled this like man that? Julian was broken, no money, no legacy, and no wins. It was nasty work. So Julian was nasty in his Julia arc, the rich kid striving to be a perfectionist that gets humbled. Is a trope I love because we always get to see the character's worldview get shattered, with the aftermath being very interesting. So the Shine being Julian's opponent was genius. The Shine is similar to Julian in the sense that as a leader of Balin Temple, he also has the pressure protecting pride and legacy of his people. But even though he lost to Jenga, he never let that break his blader spirit. So this battle is two different outcomes that can happen to a person with pressures applied. A man that continues to hold his pride even in the face of defeat versus a man who lost his pride. The fight choreography in this battle is also great too. Two defense type bays that also have great counterattack potential, duking it out so the fight becomes more
the Shine is like
the other.
One of the most
the Shine using his
characters
senses
in
to
the
overcome
show,
the flow of the eyes of Medusa was raw too. It was like I was watching a DBZ fight, and then this man, the Shine, just goes on to tank multiple gravity brave attacks. Julian was washed at this point. The Shine had to let Julian know this Beyblade stuff was serious. You aren't built for this era. Beat do so bad that he had an epiphany and decided to lock in. Then when the Shine taking off his coat and then going full power against a newly realized Julian, and this just gave a great conclusion to their arcs in the season, and that is why Julian versus the Shine takes the number 10
all
spot.
of these, this whole ending portion of Metal Masters, like where they're like fighting in the city, all the three battles, it was Damien, Kyoya Damien. Maybe I'm not as fresh in this shit as I thought. This one and the Jack Tsubasa battle, all of those three were pretty good battles. The ending though was kind of ass. With Faust.
At the number 9 spot, I have Jenga versus Damien. I love this fight because Jenga really earned this win. Damien. Also because I love seeing Damien get humbled. Like,
where are the Beyblades? That's like all you're gonna hear about this battle.
Imagine you are fighting some dude that lost strength just to win a Beyblade battle. Damien is literally the Captain America of Beyblade.
This is like
built in a lab.
Peak Jenga just talk, bro. This is like where he got the worst. I think this is the worst battle he's ever like had talk wise, because like what else are you gonna do? You're like in hell, the Beyblades, there's no battle going on. It's just the avatars. It's just Pegasus and chains. He's just talking to Damien. Talk. That shit pissed me off.
Piss me off. I'm making sure I cook you.
Why did he just say the same thing?
Literally the Captain America of Beyblade. Bro was built in a lab. That would piss me off. I'm making sure I cook you after this. It doesn't help that Damien's a brat, an enjoyable brat, but he's still a brat.
Damien just wanted to battle, bro, and Jenga, he just kept talking. Jenga come out, Jenga. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I was about to start hating. But Jenga, you gotta like stop, bro. just Beyblade, bro. You gotta stop talking. Cause I remember he was like, Damien was all ready to battle and whatever. Jenga started talking. He was like, huh? Do you find this fun? Huh? He was so confused.
We'll say though that his theme is a banger, so that always elevates any fight.
I can't see it in my head right now.
Masterclass. It was nice to see him get back in his bag from last season and use Stormbringer again, alongside Jenga just being an absolute beast throughout the second half of the fight. Bro realized Damien was a victim and got straight to work. Told that man, I haven't even used my full power yet. Had Damien confused for the first time in his life, but really the main reason is the final scene where Pegasus sends Kerbex back into the gate and it explodes. The hater in me needed that, and that is why Jenga versus Damien is the number 9
is he a Damien hater?
Let me show you how to block this ad. First, you're gonna click on this video, then you're gonna download Pi. It's an ad blocker that's
I don't need it.
Now for the number 8 spot, I have Kyoya versus Aguma, a fight that is a definition of extreme
versus Aguma. Bro, this fight is so good. I forgot about this.
Fury. Honestly, Kyoya and Aguma is probably one of my favorite rivalries in all of Metal Fight. As in their first fight,
this is like the last time Aguma was good.
Kyoya said it's time to run it back. He stood on business. The fight is between 2 wind users, so Kyoya's pride as a blader is on the line in every aspect. So you really get to see Kyoya start tweaking during this fight.
Aguma is like such a... He's like an underrated character, bro. He's underrated and Kyoya's kind of overrated because all the Kyoya glazers, they just like to forget about this last Metal Fury portion of the show where he just like started tweaking out. He kept getting instigated by Aguma. He's like, I'm alone, lion, I'm alone. Like they just diminish his character so bad in here. But like Aguma, he don't get no credit for that because like he's mature as hell right here. In this battle, it was like Kyoya tried to pull the card on him. Like you're like a pack. You're like you just hang out with your pack, and he was like, "Excuse me." He said it's funny because every time I see you, you're with Jenga and the goons, and like that was the line right there.
Fight peaks.
Kyoya started spiraling down. He was pissed.
And Aguma give each other respect.
He got his
skills,
ass.
Especially from
Aguma won. Aguma won the trash talk battle.
This point. Furthermore, the
Jenga
moment where
portion.
Aguma calls out Kyoya's hypocrisy, which kickstarted his character arc for the season, was great. Calling Kyoya a house cat, and he took it personally. Sent Kronos in the air and proceeded to destroy Aguma. God, Kyoya is just him. He has some of the best lines in the series, and his fit is hard, and that is why Kyoya versus Aguma takes a number 8 spot. And if you want to be dripped out like Kyoya, check out.
Like, he literally did enough to pick Kyoya off from the group. Like, that's crazy.
The sponsor of today's video. Let's keep it real. A lot of anime merch sucks. Store so you can look like someone who stands on business. Now at the number 7 spot, I have Jenga versus Phoenix Frontier. This pick might surprise some people, but I love the entire plotline of Jenga having to start from zero to regain his ego. Beyblade was on that blue timing. This fight also has insane stakes because if Jenga loses, he has to give up Beyblade forever. This fight was really the one that sold me on Jenga.
Random power boost, bro. I'm about to be hating on Jenga the whole time. Like, this is a good fight. This is a fine fight, but like he shouldn't have won this shit, bro. Nothing made sense for him to win this fight. Like he just
get to the top, lose everything, and then
I won't quit. I won't quit.
Even stronger at his peak, and seeing Jenga use special moves.
Next time I lose is the time I quit.
It's like everything was building up to this moment.
That's one of the hardest lines in the show. It wasn't even this battle, but I'm just bringing that up.
The number 7 spot.
Phoenix. We needed more Phoenix.
Now, for number 6 on this list, I have Tsubasa versus Argo. The entire battle against the Garcias was great before.
This is low-key like the best fight in the entire show. I'm not even kidding with y'all, bro. Maybe not the best fight, but like, come on. I don't know what it is about. It's like animated so well. Everybody hates the Garcias. They don't give this Argo dude enough credit, bro. Like, his Beyblade is tough. It's like a giant plesiosaur. Dude, I was so stoked when I first seen that shit. And it's like Tsubasa in his first fight after his whole dark phase.
I wish Metal Masters utilized more. The fight against Argo was a climax.
Every other battle in this series was horrible.
This fight also hits a lot harder
series
than most
as
because
in
the final boss is defeated by someone other than Jinga. Tsubasa battles against
everybody else is trash.
The ideology he had throughout.
They saved all the budget for this fight
before understanding his true self.
It looks
like
so good
fighting the worst version of himself through Argo, and Argo, alongside the rest of the Garcias, just want to make it off the streets. So I can't.
This should low-key be high.
So it creates an interesting.
We'll see what he has above this.
One of my favorite moments in this fight is when Tsubasa is about to snap again, but through the team support, he remembers that this is his moment to pay them back for their faith in him. Again, just like the Julian.
It was
fight,
so good. Y'all gotta watch this for yourselves if you haven't seen it.
Fighting style
I'm sure you have if you're watching
the
this.
base spinning sideways to launch the breeze.
Bro, Ray Gill is so sick, dude. Like Ray Gill, it doesn't get enough credit. That's underrated. One of the most underrated Beyblades in the show. He's spinning on his side and shooting rocks. Like, he's so cool, dude.
Final stand against Ray Gill using his Shining Tornado Buster.
Shining Tornado Buster.
Really a perfect conclusion.
That's one of the best scenes in the entire show. The entire three series. Like, the tips touch. When the tips touch each other. He says, Shining Tornado Buster. And all the plesiosaur shits, they fall to the ground and crumbles. Ray Gill!
Dude, I'm
such a nerd.
That's why
I'm tweaking. Let me calm down.
Number 6 spot.
It's too late for all that. It's 12:52 in the morning.
Now at number 5, I have Ryuga versus Rago. This fight hurts to watch. Seeing the GOAT of Beyblade get absolutely annihilated like that hurt, but it was necessary. Rago needed to
Where's Ryuga, man? We ain't seen none of the Ryuga battles so far.
The way to do that than have him low diff the Dragon Emperor. Ryuga's ego finally gets the better of him in the face of fighting a god. Dragon Emperor's Supreme Flight gets tanked with ease, and Ryuga just spends the entire fight getting roasted by Rago and Dojo. But even with all of those L's, Ryuga still puts on the best 1v1 performance against Nemesis.
The Ryuga Kenta dynamic.
And this all leads up to the best Ryuga moment in the entire series. Ryuga's speech.
Alright, don't do that.
As he launches his final attack against Rago.
This was not, bro, it wasn't, I don't like seeing him like that, so we're not going to call that his best moment, like, no. That speech. He was like, I am the Dragon Emperor, this can't be. I rule over this world. Like, no, that was, like, sad.
Ryuga, you are strong. The only reason this fight isn't higher is because of how short it is.
Yeah. I get it, though. Big fight. Not my favorite, though. Kaya versus Damien.
Number 4 spot, I have Kyoya versus Damien. Now, this fight is just a better version of Jinga versus Damien. Kyoya fights a stronger version
this
of
fight,
Damien.
I don't know if I like this fight
which
anymore,
pushes
bro.
the agenda that Kyoya and Metal
Masters... Like, you know those battles? Like, they do, like, Ryuga versus Damien. Like, those battles on YouTube that are, like, edited. This shit feels like it was not supposed to happen. It feels like one of those videos for some reason. I don't know. Like the battle's moving too fast. I like the message. I love the message behind it though. Like you'll never earn it. The message was like you'll never earn anything.
Jinga. Kyoya was sent into
like,
Damien's
if you're, he's just like giving everything. You don't know how to get your paws dirty. Don't Kyoya.
This boy dead in the eyes and said, "No amount of roids will help you understand that I am better than you." Kyoya took control.
Kyoya in Metal Masters, he was the best character.
Putting Damien in the mud.
So
this fight
serious.
was a definition of saying we are not built the same. The fight perfectly displays why people love Kyoya and why Damien will forever be a fraud that just isn't about that Beyblade life.
Yeah, he's a Damien hater. I guess.
Now, at the number 3 spot, I have the greatest jumping in Beyblade history. The legendary Blader crew versus Rago and Pluto was insane. Before the battle even starts, we get this fantastic moment with Jinga and Kyoya standing up for Ryuga's honor, admitting that he was the strongest and that his legacy deserves respect. That hit different. Rago was the one antagonist in Beyblade that truly felt unbeatable. Throughout the entire first part of this fight,
Kenta made this fight though. Kenta made this fight. And like that one part, it was all the sub characters who like hopped on the plane or whatever with Kenta. Masamune, you and Tsubasa breaking out of that shield. I know y'all know what I'm talking. Libra,
really
Final Inferno.
With Ryuga seemingly dead, the cast really
if it was like
this point. This fight also
daytime outside, I would be yelling, I would be rehearsing these lines.
Takes a leadership role here, and we get to see this man cook. The creative teamwork in this fight
is this random ass sorry ass formation.
All the legendary Bladers finally worked together was hype, but mashing special moves just to try and defeat Nemesis. Masamune, Tsubasa, and you also had moments to shine during this fight. So it's cool
that was what made the whole fight for me.
In the final battle, the highlight of this fight was easily Kenta's development, going through the very same training Ryuga did throughout the series and awakening as a legendary Blader when everyone had lost hope. Rago was making everyone his victim, and Kenta was fighting Nemesis 1v1 and getting his back blown out, but he kept getting up. Kenta was a true Blader.
Bro, why are you like that? This is a little kid. Don't say that. What are you doing?
Nemesis 1v1 and getting his back blown out, but he kept
What are we talking about?
Kenta was a true Blader, and seeing Ryuga pass on
was a true Blader
to hold himself accountable to the promise that they made in their previous battle was a perfect conclusion to his character. Ryuga died entrusting his hopes to the individual he respected the most, and Kenta goes on to have a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan style transformation. Kenta hit that man with the Ultra Instinct pose. The whole scene is just iconic to Beyblade.
He was like, what did he say? He said, you're gonna pay for what you've done. And then the episode ends.
Just fed throughout the entire Metal Fury season. Seeing Kenta go from a weakling to an absolute beast through hard work and an unbreakable will had me going crazy at the TV screen.
Yeah, that's what Damien just don't got. I tell you.
Nemesis, granting Kenta one of the best beats in the entire series. He gets even more shine with his fight against Pluto, where Kenta proves to everyone why he is one of the greatest in the verse. After Kenta, another character that has made this
they could have made his special move better though, like diving arrow.
Final form,
diving
Pluto, Jinga gaining the power of every Blader in the entire world.
Just made that up on the spot.
Going Super Saiyan was hype. The finale was Jinga's best performance in the entire series, defeating Nemesis with 3 consecutive special moves. Also, the return of the first season soundtrack used during the
that shit was ass. I can't even watch that, bro.
Had some nostalgia points alongside the fact that this fight is the longest in the series, is why this fight deserves the number.
I watched that's like episode 49 and 50. I don't watch 49 and 50. I just watch where Kenta goes crazy and like when the thing comes back as a big monster, like I just
last year's season. I don't think I even need to explain this pick that much. It's Jinga versus Kyoya every single fight.
He's gonna talk about it. There's no way he doesn't. Kyoya got this is like Jinga plot armor at his peak. He didn't even pull out nothing. He didn't pull out nothing the whole fight. He was like, the one time he like started using his brain, he was like, I can go higher than you. And Kyoya even has something for that. He just like that was plot.
Between these two rivals is always elite. Kyoya won a
spot
to represent Japan, it's been like, went to Africa to become the leader of Team Wildfang and stood on business throughout the entirety of Metal Masters. Kyoya went to train against literal tornadoes in order to fight Jinga. If that's not dedication to your craft, I don't know what is.
Jinga ain't doing nothing but
Kyoya is handing Jinga L after L throughout this fight. The only reason this fight isn't higher is because Kyoya, once again, was robbed. This fight is the worst case of it. Jinga was outplayed in every single aspect of this fight. I don't like it when people say this character only won because of plot.
Local
but this
W,
time,
you know
I will let it
did I
slide
not just subscribe? Y'all see me subscribe.
Kyoya uses a Lion Gale Force
Local W, you know
in an aerial battle with Pegasus. At this point, that should have been King Lion Reverse Wind Strike was a unique next step in Kyoya's special move bag, and then
like you start doing this shit, start slowing them down from above. Like what? But the Blader spirit, it's the Blader spirit. That's what it all comes down to.
In a tie when Leon was in control for 99% of the fight was disgusting. It was nasty work. But the fact that the fight happened so early on in the season let me know some foolishness was about to occur. Regardless, the fight is still insanely hype, and even with the one flaw, I believe it deserves the number 2 spot.
Nah, Tsubasa better.
And finally, at the number one spot, we have a fight that is pretty obvious if you're familiar with my content. Yes, at number one, I have Ryuga versus Kiyoya, the greatest fight in all of Beyblade. Just straight hype and passion with no restrictions. Two demons going crazy on the battlefield. This fight is peak Beyblade. It's everything you want out of a Beyblade fight. Insane fight choreography, tons of explosions, conflicting ideals, banter, and raw blader spirit. I won't speak any more on this because
Kiyoya won this battle too. It just they just held him again. Kiyoya's always getting held. He's the best character in the show, low key. But like, other than Aguma, like doing that stuff. I guess I'm kind of one of the Kiyoya Glazers. Like, he's just a great character.
I have an entire video covering this fight, so check that out if you haven't. But Ryuga versus Kiyoya taking the number one spot on this list was a no-brainer. And with that, we've come to the end of my list. That
you don't even gotta discuss
it. The saga of Beyblade is loved by so many people. Let me know
what was that one line. I know you don't know what I'm talking
and
about.
If you love Beyblade,
every
make sure to spam that
class
like
has the same power as a special move.
YouTube channel, as they have all the episodes.
I gotta say it in Madoka voice.
Every class has the same power as a special move.
Content
I don't have a Madoka voice.
Subscribing, so when I hit 10K,
subscribe to the local W. He did this shit, bro. Good list. W list. Ben K didn't make the list. Good shit. Alright, so that was top 10 best Beyblade fights. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any disputes. I think the Tsubasa versus Argo one is still underrated. That was great. That might be like the greatest animation the show ever saw. But other than that, good list, good video. I don't know if I'll ever do any more Beyblade content if this gets any live views or whatever. We'll see what we can do. Should I make a Beyblade tier list? Beyblade character tier list? Would y'all be interested in something like that? I don't know if I got enough storage for something like that, actually. But we'll see what the future entails. Like and subscribe and all that. Comment. Peace.